That's how we get Pokemon candy. Oh. Yeah. We need Korra candy. We don't need Rob candy.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we are here now, and we're going to talk about Luke Cage. Again, thank you so much for doing that Easter egg video. That was really good. So let's go. Thoughts. Let's go round the horn. What were our thoughts on Luke Cage?
First of all, topical in so many ways. I'm not going to deny the obvious kind of hidden message there was. And yes, I know we discussed it gets a little preachy at times, but you know what? It's a bulletproof black man. Let's just go ahead, and we kind of needed that. I like Mike Coulter and Jessica Jones as Luke Cage, so I was pretty freaking confident. I think we were all, after watching Jessica Jones, we were confident this was our Luke Cage.
Yeah.
And even a man that I go, damn, if I was gay, he could have me. But beyond that, him being center stage for this, he really showed his acting. And they surrounded him with such a great cast.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about Marvel shows. Is there anybody that we get tired of as far as a secondary character?
No, not really.
Misty, I love the Misty
Knight
Knight
really
character.
liked Misty Knight.
And no spoilers or anything, but I was really hoping she was about to lose that arm. Is that bad?
Are we not
I was hoping
spoilers?
she was going to get maimed. I was like, oh, she's losing an arm. Well, get that Bucky special, But otherwise, I mean, it had a great opening, and it ended really good, too.
Yeah.
I kind of hated the ending, but it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in between, it was just, you almost see the heart that went in this one, especially like using little bits of Harlem's history. That was a great touch as well.
Yeah.
The Gangstar titles, I love that. The music.
Really good.
Give me this soundtrack.
There's a Spotify version of it already.
Hell yeah.
Really? Oh, I'm willing to buy this soundtrack just from all the acts in the club as well. Mm-hmm. I really have nothing bad. They did their own take on it, and yeah, I really like it. I can't wait for them to come back with Luke Cage now.
Rob?
Well, for me, I mean, you guys already know I've been waiting for Luke Cage for years, even before Netflix started their whole Marvel series. This show the whole thing was great. I loved everything about it. The ones I told you guys about where I saw Diamondback chasing them, and I'm like, man, there's some old Warriors get back to Coney Island stuff. And then he comes and says, can you dig it? I freaked out. I was like, oh my God. Oh, I'm psychic.
That line would come out so clearly. But you were like, oh, shit's about to get real.
The characters, like you said, loved everyone. Hated when Pops bit it. Got a little bit. BC actually said something, and I was like, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell?
Yeah.
Immediately, I was like, I hate this show.
But like Jason said, the ending of it, he said he didn't like some parts of it, the way it ended, but overall, they're setting up the entire second season.
Yeah. And Defenders, in a way.
Yeah, everything in the last couple of minutes of that is being set up. And there was a story I posted today that, I can't remember the guy's name, if it was the director or writer, but they wanted Prince to do the final song.
Where did you see that?
The ending song of it.
Because
man.
It
was on,
that would have been amazing.
It was on CBR, I think it was.
Really?
Where he came in and he said that he wanted to take the first 2 episodes, take it to Prince, show it to him, and say, we want you to do music for this show.
Ooh.
And he was supposed to get the very last song where all that stuff is going on. Prince was supposed to have written the song for that, but of course he passed away.
I'd have lost it.
So
yeah. BC?
Go ahead.
Okay. I loved it. I mean, what else can you say? And it's something that I attributed to earlier, was that, every Netflix series feels like it's 2 seasons in one. And it's kind of how you got, I love the progression of Luke Cage into, the superhero of Luke Cage. I also loved watching his backstory, too. I loved every single thing about it. And one of the things, too, I love that he just kept looking for Strange. That's all he ever did. Every episode was about coffee. And I'm like, damn, Luke, calm it down, bro.
What do you mean Strange? I thought he just wanted to get some coffee. Is that
not the doctor?
Not,
no.
Was he not just tired?
He don't like coffee. He don't drink
I
coffee.
thought he was just tired. And needs
Unless
energy.
it's the right blend. Also, you know what I love too is I love the theme that Rosario Dawson Claire is involved in everybody. Like she is
She's
the
our
singular
Stan Lee
point.
for this series.
No, it's not
I'd
Stan
call
Lee.
him Nick
She's
Well, no, she's in. So.
she's I wouldn't even say Nick Fury more than I would say she's the Phil Coulson. She brings everybody together in a way because you look she brought in Daredevil and then Jessica Jones and then, you know, you got Luke Cage and even said like, "Oh, I know a great lawyer."
I just want to keep seeing her.
And then
she's
she
great.
pulled a tab for the martial arts dojo for what's going to be Iron Fist.
Colleen Wing.
So she really is the Phil Coulson, Nick Fury, whatever you want to call it, of this entire series, and I love watching that. I thought it was awesome, and yes, the music too.
Just to add something to what you're saying about Claire, it seems that in each series, whenever someone's ready to give up, they're like, "Look, I'm done. I'm burnt out. I can't go no more." She comes in and says something to spur them on.
Yeah, remember who you are.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was a little bit of a weak scene as far as the choreography between the fights between them, between him and Diamondback. I kind of like I was watching it and then I was like, wait, I gotta go back. What happened again? I thought that was weird.
The one thing about the series I really like, because we saw the Defenders trailer,
Yeah.
and how I said with the Kurt Cobain's lyrics and each character where they were saying the lyrics, it makes more sense on Luke's after watching that. Come as I want you to be.
Yeah.
Because he finally did what, because he was hiding or whatever. I kept waiting for him to like actually open up the Pops as a business, as a Heroes for Hire. Like
That'll happen.
I was hoping that was gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen because they kept just darting away from it, but.
It might.
Yeah.
It might. All
But
right.
it makes more sense.
I absolutely loved it. Everyone, almost everyone in this show was incredible. I thought there's been some negativity gone back toward the guy who played Shades.
I liked him.
But most of it's coming from people who know him from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh.
And they said they don't buy him as the badass.
Whatever.
I absolutely loved his character.
Yeah, he was badass for
so
sure.
much. He was so good, such a driving force behind the villains. Calculating everything about him. Mike Coulter, absolutely amazing. I will put. I still think I gotta say the first season of Daredevil is my favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm gonna put the first half of this one up there with the first half of season 2 of Daredevil, which is right behind Daredevil season 1. Now that's where I'm gonna get. This is why I wanted you to go before me, because I'm gonna get a little controversial here. I loved this. I thought it was absolutely amazing. But I'm not one of those people who can be a blind fan and just say everything was fucking great about it. I had a major problem halfway through once we lose Cottonmouth. Cottonmouth is up there on the level of Loki, on the level of Kingpin.
Yeah.
They did so much to build this character, and you almost felt for him at times. Yet you're still going, no, but wait, he's the bad guy. And then they bring in Diamondback, who's one of those poorly written Marvel villains. There was no context to his character at all. The guy was fine. What's his name who played him was fine for it, but there was just the stakes immediately went out the window when it became, oh, I'm a bad guy because my dad was your dad and he didn't like my mom as much as your mom. It no longer felt real to me. It was no longer emotionally impactful like that first half was with Cottonmouth. And I was like, okay, I know Diamondback. I know the history with Diamondback and Luke Cage. And they kept bringing him up and talking about it. I'm like, man, this guy's going to be such an awesome villain for season 2. I can't wait to see what they do with him. And then you don't even get the satisfaction of Luke Cage versus Cottonmouth. He just gone. And I was just like, It really sucked the wind out of the series for me right there. That's why the second half of it, I didn't like as much as I absolutely loved the first half.
Now, see, the one thing about that I'll disagree, because with everything that happened with Black Mariah and Cottonmouth, kind of just came out of left field.
I
Did not see it coming, which I was kind of like, oh,
yeah,
damn.
that's like
They're just such bad people.
Yeah.
the night. Remember at WWE Raw, the night the Nexus showed up, and they tore up. That was one of the first times in a long time I sat on the edge of my bed just staring at the TV in awe of what was happening because it caught me off guard. And I love when wrestling can catch me off guard. When she pushed him out that window and then comes down and just starts beating the hell out, I was like,
to quote Borderlands,
it got me.
I'm so far at the edge of my seat that the chair is irrelevant.
It got me. I'll give you that. It got me. But then I just couldn't get behind Diamondback because he was so bloody stupid. If he would have just listened to Shades once or twice, give him a little bit of intelligence, I would have bought into it.
He's got more
And if you look
invested now.
and I really disliked, I won't say disliked, I was not a big fan of Jessica Jones because Purple Man...
You're misogynistic.
Purple Man was a terribly written villain. I got over it because David Tennant was so good in the role, I cared about him.
No,
But the character itself was badly written. This one, Eric, I think it's Eric Marshaw or something like that, he didn't suck me in like David Tennant did as Purple Man. So I could not get over the fact that the character was so badly written.
I will agree with him on certain points. I thought that the way that Diamondback was thrown in there was a little random because at first I was like, oh, that's Diamondback? Like I was a little unimpressed.
Yeah.
You know? And so, and then even whenever they're showing the flashbacks to him and, you know, Luke Cage being together, there was a weird disparity between young Willis and Diamondback. Like there was no progression as to why there was some sort of animosity. Like if anything, it just seemed like, oh, they were good brothers.
Yeah.
You know, like why are they even fighting? It makes no sense to me.
And there's a little expositional line somewhere in there, like, well, when you left, your dad left and didn't care about my mom anymore.
Well, then you should hate your dad. That's it. It has nothing to do with him. But and then at the same time, like, yeah, I agree. The Cottonmouth, I understand where it was going, the catalyst for it. But you put an actor like I don't want to even say his name because
Ali.
it's Ali.
Just go to the last
You put Ali in there, as amazing as he is, and the amazing like talent and performance he made, and then you kill him, and you're like,
I think
damn, it left a hole in the show.
That's like if they would have killed
because
Kingpin.
he was so good, it left that impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay. I think the show could have benefited from 2 less episodes. I think the last couple episodes drug a little long, and if you could have kept Cottonmouth a little bit more in there and have it come down to the final fight between them that leads into, all right, Diamondback's coming next season. I can't wait to see this. I think it would have been more impactful.
I still would have been okay with 13 episodes of Cottonmouth versus him, and then at the end of the episode of the last one, then it's kind of previewing Diamondback.
Well, here's 2 things. One, going off of what you said. You said, like, 1 season seems like 2. It's because, and I'm seeing a lot of shows doing this now, especially the Marvel Netflix shows, or Netflix MCU. You'll have a villain for the first half, and somehow they get rid of them, like they did with Cottonmouth and whoever else.
And
then
Punisher.
someone comes in to take their place.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, this is one comic book arc right here. Then we're going to go into the other comic book arc. Now, the thing with Diamondback and Cottonmouth in the comic could hold his own with Luke Cage. The guy they had on the show could not. No way in hell. But even before Diamondback even came in there, when Shades was there talking to him about the other boss, Diamondback, Diamondback this, you could see the fear in Cottonmouth's face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Diamondback, I mean, I kind of understand what you're saying, but Diamondback is the kind of guy like, no one tells me what to do. I do what I do. He's the guy that rules with the iron fist, so to speak.
No pun intended. And that's where I was like, yeah, because I was really feeling that. And then the reveal of him was lackluster to me.
Yes.
Now, when they first revealed like the character and everything they did, I'm like, oh, this guy's cool. Okay, he's going to be another a good little one-off villain here. I didn't, and then you figure out, oh, that's Diamondback. That's Diamondback.
Yeah. I really thought that guy was an assassin.
Yeah,
I was
so
like,
yeah.
That's
cool.
what I was getting.
I
I
that's
just thought he
badass.
was
Yeah,
like a
assassin.
one-off assassin that they were bringing in.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm Diamondback. I'm like, what?
You know what I want to see though, because he was taken alive. Kind of want to see Diamondback and Kingpin in jail now.
Well, no, you see the scientists going
Yeah.
to work on him
Yeah.
on Diamondback. So where he's
Yeah.
gonna and he gets the same
So
strength of
we'll
Cage.
probably
and
end up
whatnot.
seeing him. But I
But I
honestly
just-
wanted to see like him and Kingpin going. I mean, just the contrast of the two.
Yeah.
Because I mean, last we saw of Kingpin, he was getting Frank Castle out of jail because I don't need this crazy motherfucker around me.
And that's what I'm saying. Because Kingpin, he's on that Loki level when it comes to Marvel now. And Marvel didn't have that many villains that you really go, that villain right there. In the movies.
Yeah.
They focus on your heroes and they don't really focus much on their villains. But Loki broke through that. Your boy Kingpin broke through that. To me, Cottonmouth broke through that.
The only thing I do have a problem with, I find it hard to believe that Cottonmouth and Kingpin could have existed in the same New York.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it seems
because
like-
what part of New York are you
But
in?
then again,
you know?
Kingpin, he didn't want people to know who he was. He was more
Sure.
low key. Maybe Diamondback didn't know who he was. But the only thing is, these two in New York seems like it will be just a hotbed of violence.
Apparently,
about to
New
happen.
York is just a massive
Well, you know,
place.
in New York, you've got the Silvermane family, the
territories.
Maggia, Kingpin, Cottonmouth. So Cottonmouth, I control Harlem. Don't tell me what to do in Harlem. Don't tell me what I could do
I just
here
don't
or
see how
whatever.
Kingpin
Yeah,
will
Leave
let
me the
that
hell
happen.
alone.
Kingpin is
King-
Hell's Kitchen.
Kingpin will be like,
Well-
okay, all right, you lead this, but if your territory invades on mine, we got a problem. Keep your shit inside of your area.
See, but I don't think it's just Harlem. Because if you remember, Harlem was just one territory. You know, he was talking about, oh, Harlem, you think Harlem's yours? Nah. Like, he came in from somewhere else.
What if we could see a war between
And
these
there's
two factions?
and
But
there are
anyway,
again there are so many other boroughs in New York.
Yes.
so-
Yeah, there are. Yeah, I
But look, that's not to take. I'm not saying I didn't like. I love this.
Yeah.
thing.
No, apparently you hate it.
The first half of it is some of the best television I've ever seen.
Yes.
It's just I found at the end of it with Diamondback, I found myself not caring about the stakes.
And I think it attributes to what you were talking about earlier about how you care for these villains, or at least you have some sort of
Yeah.
context with them.
You're
You
back
didn't
and
have
forth
any
on it.
context with Diamondback. The only context was like, oh, it's his brother. Okay, whoop-de-doo. Like, didn't really see that coming, but it's not really anything.
It's his brother. His brother who is the reason why Luke Cage was in jail.
Sure.
But they
But
didn't
we don't
really-
see it. We don't know
Did
why.
they really even go into that? I
They
thought
they
No.
they kind of mentioned it, but they didn't go into it.
We
Yeah.
still don't even know what Luke Cage did. Like,
and
as like
it's
not
definitely
comic
different
book-
from the comics.
yeah,
Yeah.
they definitely changed.
Yeah, because in the
like,
comics, Cottonmouth had super strength. He had this
Yeah,
ice
but in the
also-
comics,
Yeah.
Diamondback is the cause of Luke's wife.
We had
But
more
also
context.
in the
and
comics, we had
frames
seen,
Luke.
in the comics we've seen more retcon of
which is
because let's face it, back then it was like, oh well, they were a thug that went
Yeah.
to jail, and we're changing some of that for the better. But
Sure.
I know we're focusing on them, but was not Simone Missick so good as Misty Knight?
Oh, she was wonderful. She was,
and
There were
so
some-
damn hot.
There
Oh,
were
yeah.
some parts that I was like,
bro.
okay,
Bruh.
let's move on.
I liked her as Misty
I thought
Knight.
she was great. Although there were times that
Also,
I
I
loved how
looking
they
on-
set up how she saw crime scenes.
that's yes.
That was awesome.
I was really curious if she is a meta of some sort because she can see crime scenes like that.
I think
No.
because
Nah.
she was seeing. Sometimes it would show her
She's just
seeing
that
things
good.
that weren't really happening. Like there were different versions of what she was like what she thought it looked like it played out.
The
And then they
woman
showed
looks
it
at
as
one photo and then all of a sudden she's there. I think that's a pretty easy way to transition that she has some sort of power.
I think it would be better just to say she's just that good. But
she's
And
in
I
she's
agree-
she's
I agree
in
with you.
Defenders, by the way. I'm just gonna say that.
I
Yes.
agree with you, Jay. When she got shot in the arm, I was like, "Oh, she's losing the arm.
Well, because they
Oh,
mentioned it.
Oh, she's losing so much blood."
Oh,
Well,
what a
they
shame.
mentioned it. They were like, you know, if you keep this in here for too long, you're gonna lose the arm. I'm like, well, if you're gonna
And even
say
later
it,
on, they kind of like, she's like, oh, is it still hurt? I'm like, oh, is it still hurt?
And they put her in the costume in the very end.
Man, when she walked in after everything happened, got to the hospital, and arm came up, I was like, God damn, she still got the arm.
But on top of all that, I just want to say, damn.
yeah.
Also, just let me throw a damn in there because
Damn.
I like how they started her off too, with Cage.
I'm an accountant. Yeah, okay, you're an accountant, all right.
Yeah.
And just
Auditor.
The whole
Auditor.
thing
Yeah.
with her and Scarf as well. God, I was liking Scarf.
I was too.
Yeah.
I was liking
Yeah,
that character.
I didn't know the character, so I did a lot of Wikipediaing during that show, and I knew what Scarf did and what was going to happen. Actually, it happened with Daredevil,
Turk.
but
And Turk showing
yeah,
up.
but then that whole thing.
But you know who my favorite auxiliary character was? Bobby.
oh,
His boy down there, Pops.
Yeah.
Bobby was so full, man.
he hooked him up.
He bring in Dapper Dan. Oh boy, hold up.
Legendary Taylor in Harlem. I couldn't believe it. Like when there's this is Dapper Dan, I literally went, what? The whole story with the ring and everything. True
Yep.
stories of Harlem's history. That was a great touch as well.
the other thing I loved. Now everyone here, I think, knows I'm not a big rap person,
Yeah.
but Method Man,
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
dude,
One of my
Wu-Tang
all-time-
Clan is one of my fucking groups.
Bruh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to watch Red Meth every night that it was on. I was
Oh, yeah.
so depressed
Hell
when they
yeah.
canceled that show. Bruh, Method Man, that's my dog, boy.
That-
How high? What up?
That rhyme he spit out. Oh, that was
Bruh,
dope.
go listen to the whole song, bruh.
Oh.
So dope.
I
So
tell you,
dope,
dude,
bruh.
dude, by the end of that song, I was online. What clothes is he wearing? It's Carhartt.
Yeah.
Go to
yeah.
the Carhartt website.
Dude,
they have
the
jacket.
logo everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
Carhartt.
and then someone on Etsy has the freaking the hoodies with the bullet holes in. I'm like, I ain't gonna go that
No,
far.
you shouldn't.
I ain't gonna go
No.
there.
Not a good idea.
What is that?
Yeah. But and see, that's another cool thing too, is that they kind of touched on some social issues of today.
Oh, totally.
And
Yeah.
and it really like was impactful, and I think a lot of people I like the way they did it. And
Yeah.
I think that it really, you got to see it from another point of view than from just the media side.
There were interviews done with Mike Coulter where he said that the whole hoodie thing is actually a tribute to Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, I figured that.
And basically to every other person after him who's just been shot for no reason.
Yeah.
Or, there may be a reason, but it's weak as hell, and the cops are just abusing their authority. But whatever. We're not going to go into that.
No. But can we go into the fact that they said the N-word enough times to where, like, Leonardo DiCaprio blushed? I mean,
No,
like,
this ain't Django
I
Unchained.
was
You know what?
really surprised. Like, it's great, and I'm glad they did it. But for a Marvel product, like, I was very
I'll give him
surprised by
For a
that.
Marvel product, that
And Disney, it's Disney.
But you know what? They made a real conscious effort to have even the villain, even Mariah, in there go, I don't like that word.
Yes.
You don't call me.
Yes.
And even and Luke Cage goes, that's not me.
Yeah.
They made a real conscious effort to really distinguish the differences in there. And I loved, like, I'm telling you, bro, the writing in this was so amazing and
Yes.
so well done.
Although it was so cheesy, and that's what made it so good,
Look,
was that certain times where you were just watching and you're like, wow, this is 70s style,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Power Man Luke Cage came about from 70s blaxploitation
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And it was like, hey, let's do a hero like this. A black guy in Harlem who's bulletproof and strong. Here we go.
When he puts on the yellow and I'll look dumb.
You look like a damn fool.
and there were times where it was like, with Black Mariah, you were just like ready for her to go down.
Yeah.
And it's like, lucky bitch.
Yep.
Did you hate her even more every time she just slipped through?
Dude, at the
'Cause there were
very
times you
end,
were like,
I was like,
here we
she's
go.
done.
Here we go.
Yep.
And then and you were like, oh, that's perfect to me.
Well, I felt
She's
I
like
just-
the Skeletor from He-Man, just
Honestly-
getting away with every fucking thing.
That actress, though, every time I
kinda-
watch her, I always think she's drunk. Like, the way she, like, kind of, like, slurs her. Yeah, Alfred, yeah.
Yes, the famous gif of "I'm done" and getting up.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for her. I was on her side because her kid got killed in Civil War,
my
and
God.
I felt bad.
Oh God, really?
Now that you bring up the whole thing with Black Mariah,
Damn it!
when I was watching
did not
this thing, I'm
recap.
like,
Yeah.
she seemed like a very weak person to me. But Black Mariah was actually the main villain of that whole story. She was bigger than Cottonmouth. Because Cottonmouth didn't want to do what he wanted to do. Mama, whatever,
Mama Mabel.
Mama Mabel forced him into that life.
I hate to use that name.
He knew how bad Mariah was. He knew she was a horrible person. And, of course, he found out the hard way.
Yeah.
We all kind of found out like when all that went down, I was just kind of like, this bitch is crazy.
When they done shot up Pops and they go back, he goes, we'll give Pops some money. He can rebuild.
Yes.
And I was just like, he's gonna kill this guy.
Yeah.
And Shay's just
What? Well,
didn't make it.
Pops didn't make it.
and when Turk shows up,
that Turk just, I'm going back to Hell's Kitchen. Y'all motherfuckers
When he
crazy.
said Pops didn't make it, it's like, I told him to wait.
it's just like you knew. Well, he's about to die. It's like when Turk shows up. I'm glad you were here. I'm glad you're here. I want you to see me kill this.
Yeah. Go get your money from him.
And when Luke Cage stopped the guys in the diner, he beats all the guys. He's like, man, I didn't even like these guys. I'm going back to North Carolina.
Yeah. I do love how they were like, wait, I thought you went to North Carolina. I thought you went back south. Yeah, there was nothing for me. I'm here now. And then, like, at the end, he's just like, I don't want to be here no more. Why the hell am I still here? Why did I come back? Oh, man. Yeah, it's a great series. The next one is Iron Fist.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
17th. And it was made official, I believe, today that Punisher comes out next year too.
Yeah.
So we're getting 3 next year. So we'll probably get.
So that falls right in line with that Cinelink story. They
Yeah.
are ramping up production on this, and I couldn't be happier.
No.
spring, summer, and fall.
Every 3 months, give me a series. I will be just fine.
Because look, as much as I love that I can just sit down and watch all of these, like in a 13, 15 hour span.
we kind of blow our load
When
quickly.
when it's over, I'm just like, what do I do?
See, here's the great thing.
What do I do?
I watch it with my wife. All right, so I first binge watch it because she doesn't like Broken Bones and stuff. So she's like, "Baby, go ahead and binge watch this. Let me know if there's any parts I need to close my eyes for." I'm like, "With pleasure." So I'll do that, and then afterward, I'll watch every episode very slowly with her later on, so I get to savor every moment.
Well, I think great
2
job.
days. 2 days. Got to get through it.
See, I was in the house. Y'all guys are all texting. I had no service, and I was in Colorado. I was like, "Thank God, good."
Wow.
You go in the service train, it was like, bling, bling.
Yeah, it went
I don't want to keep dragging this on. I know we're getting way over time.
Okay.
But listen to this. Theo Rossi, the guy who plays Shades. He wears sunglasses most of the series. He used Daredevil's Charlie Cox's acting as research since he could not use his eyes to act. Just like Charlie had to in memory. So he went to Charlie to learn how to do certain things.
I like
That's interesting.
That
I like
is,
that.
that's really cool.
That's awesome. Well, I actually do have a buddy of mine that said that he thinks that he's worried that Iron Fist is going to be the weakest out of all of them. Shout out to Izzy.
Please
So, what do you guys think? Out of every single one that we've seen, obviously we're pretty sure Punisher is going to be amazing. But out of every single one that you've seen,
Punisher better be a
do you
freaking
think
bloodbath.
do you think that it's going to be Iron Fist that's the weakest, or do you think we've already seen the weakest?
I think Jessica Jones.
We've already seen the weakest.
Which one?
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones?
Even though I liked it, if it was not for David Tennant,
Yeah.
I
And Mike
probably
Coulter.
would have been like, yeah, this show sucks.
Yeah.
Because that show, like I said, I liked it, but as the show was going on, I just kept waiting for Luke Cage or Purple Man to come back. Like that's all I was waiting for. I was like, I don't look, Hellcat, you're hot. She's good. I like Jessica Jones, but I just don't care. Bring me back Purple Man.
Yeah, you cared about every other character, Nuke, Patsy, Luke Cage, Purple Man, other than Jessica Jones.
See, I
She
didn't
was
care
okay
about
in the
anyone
beginning,
except Purple Man and Luke
and at
Cage.
the end, that's about it.
But I think they figured out, maybe something they might have done a little wrong in there, and they'll probably. I think Iron Fist is going to be pretty dope. But, and I will say, I did not like the opening credits for Jessica Jones, and I didn't really like the opening credits for Luke Cage. But I think that's all because we're so spoiled with the Daredevil one.
Yeah.
Which is so
But I like the music for Luke
Here's-
Cage.
yeah, it was cool.
Here's-
music,
that was-
I
but
like the symbolism of the city on his
This
back.
Yes.
wasn't
Yes.
iconic to me.
Here's something that I want to tell one of my friends a while ago, where there's like everything goes back to they watched the series and it's like Yeah, but I like Daredevil. Daredevil seems to be the litmus test for every freaking thing that comes out now.
I mean, that's human instinct. We're always going to compare
this
it
was
to...
our first Netflix series that we saw that was gritty and everything. Yeah, there's still going to be the measure because they did so
no matter
well.
what happened, no matter who plays the Joker, we will still compare them to Heath Ledger.
Absolutely.
You know, because if we were going to compare Heath Ledger to Jack Nicholson, now we're going to compare everyone to Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
You know, it's that kind of thing. Until something is literally better than that first season of Daredevil, we will continue to compare it to that.
Jason,
Come on, Punisher.
Jason, which one do you think is going to be the weakest?
I honestly don't want to rank them because they all entice me in different ways. Daredevil, I really like. This is a lawyer series as well. Mm-hmm. With Jessica Jones, this is a private eye series.
Sure.
With Luke, I kind of got my old school kind of Starsky and Hutch kind of fix, you know, those type of shows.
He's also kind of trying to rebuild Harlem and trying to like help out the community.
With Iron Fist, my expectations
Community outreach show.
My expectations for Iron Fist are a little bit higher going in because of don't skip me on the martial arts stuff and don't skip me on the dragons on his power. Don't skip me on the power of the Iron Fist.
They're bringing in a lot of mysticism with him.
Well, I mean, Doctor Strange has been introduced, so this is a perfect character to bring in as well. But I'm wondering at what point we're going to see Danny and Luke together. I kind of want it to happen during Iron Fist. Because they've got a good friendship, and if they don't touch on that in Iron Fist, I'm going to be very disappointed. I want to see somehow how those two cross over.
I don't know how they can bring him into Iron Fist with the way it ended. With the way it ended in Luke Cage, I don't see how they can do it.
I felt the ending was, he's getting right out. They found the papers.
Yeah, something's going to happen, and, you know, there's going to be some litigation.
Now, granted, there's probably going to be some jurisdiction and all that, and it may take a minute.
But I don't think that's even going to be talked or touched on until...
the very end.
Well, until Defenders.
Yeah, I think it's going to... I have a feeling it might happen some point at the end of...
Iron Fist?
Because honestly, Defenders, I want them to start that up like they did Avengers. We know these characters. They're here. Let's throw them together now, okay?
That's why I'm saying you're Phil Coulson. That's who you got in Rosario Dawson. She knows people.